welcome to another gameplay review on the Virkayu gameplay channel. And in this one we have a first blood, I think, going to be happening in this one. We are focusing on the rank 1 BEL'VETH, 1700 LP, and how she will absolutely blow your mind to what this champion can do. There are a lot of builds going through at the moment if you look at the one-trick list. We have the Jack Shows, we have the Stripe Breakers, we do have a Rage Blade tech from one rebel who doesn't like those other builds. But while we will discuss those builds, BEL'VETH is the one that is going to be receiving some changes confirmed by Riot August, just because with the Kraken removal and how tied she was to it, she lost way too much when that item was effectively removed from the game. Well, that's just so overblown and hyperbolic. The item's great, it's still usable, it just is a fraction of what it used to be, if you know what I mean. So I apologize for hyperbole and going over the top. However, we're going to have a look to see what BEL'VETH can do in this game, in this meta, in this reality, and how this rank 1 challenger BEL'VETH is able to do exactly that. Now, yeah, we got 120 cash money gold from net assist, but it's not going to mean much in the context of your games in this game at all. It really shouldn't. You know, like, sure, bottom lane here will totally have some kind of lead, but that's on Viego as well as you, because the question always is, as a jungler, which lane am I going to play around, snowball? Am I focusing more on denial? Who is the win condition? And, you know, whatever happens in the other lanes, happens. And in talking about what happens, we do have a bootcamp coming up very, very shortly, July 24th, beginning of Split 2. So if you want to learn everything about the lanes, macro, mid-game, late-game, team fighting, all my pathing, go to Academy Virkayu.gg, partnering up once again, myself and Coach Kybit. So link for that will be in the description below. Absolutely goated, revamped, brand new curriculum just for the midpoint in Season 13. Only for you guys. Now, BEL'VETH is doing a full clear here, obviously doing a little bit of a Giga Suck to bring the blue buff out, but doesn't hit anything there. Viego does what I love to see in these cases. We've got a Deep Vision ward over here, which allows us to see the BEL'VETH and what exactly she's going to be doing. We're going to go to the top lane here and try and get a gank off. And, you know, and when I said what I love to see, it's 3 camp ganks. What I hate to see is this. What the fuck? Anyway, so the Viego has done a good thing. Challenging. How do people do these things in challenging games? Now, like, I understand you want to cut the BEL'VETH from snowballing the top lane, but at the same time, it's a Poppy versus Shen. You know, where should we put ourselves instead, right? What lane is something we can do instead? And if there's nothing we can do, why can't we just at least full clear, maybe shout to do something about the bot lane? You know, it's not exactly a prime gankable lane, Jen Ash, of course not, but like, you would be here now for this, right? We will be doing this Scuttle Crab, the crab is done. We can be hovering this situation. I'm just not a fan of seeing the BEL'VETH go up, wasting so much time for the gank. I like it. I like the red side into the gank, but if it's going to take you that long to clear and go for it, right? And you know the BEL'VETH is right there, so you pull the plug. Once you get the flash, if you get the flash, pull the plug. Because what are you going to be doing as Viego here? You're going to be hitting the bush, going back to base, flexing the bottom side. Here we go for the gank in the mid lane. This is, you know, like a solid thing. Hopefully we're going to try and burn a flash here from the Victor. Oh my goodness gracious, he is the discipline. He still dies. I was about to say, this guy must have a wonderful set of plugs because he was clenching. Woo! And he still burns it and he still dies, so never mind. We can retract. It's not a good word. We can retract all of that. So I do like the little bit of the ganking, you know, the tempo control here from the Viego. That's nice. But again, like, do your 3 camp, get ahead of the tempo, burn the flash, force the base yourself, flex the bottom side here, see what the BEL'VETH does afterwards. Most likely 2v2 in the mid lane. But the BEL'VETH takes what she's given in this particular case, which is the most important thing. If you're not really focusing on those aggressive plays, you know, make sure you got that good full clear tempo gone and settled. And if you're kind of just used to full clearing, then definitely look for these aggressive plays. Like, I love this right here. This is why we're making the video. End of story. This is why we're making the video. Because BEL'VETHs don't do this. Lead, no lead, doesn't matter. You see the Viego, right? Say you full cleared, you didn't get anything, and the guy just died anyway, right? He has a longsword. You did a full clear plus this. We got Noon Quiver. We win. We also have bottom lane shoved into the turret, because it's a Sivir lane. That's what she does. So use the prior you have to get in people's faces when you know where they are, especially where the guy repeat ganked here, got this and went to his blue side. Because he had to have. He had to have, because the Krugs would not have spawned yet, right? At that, oh wait, we don't even have the scoreboard up. This whole time the scoreboard's not been up. That is just absolutely horrific. There you go. 4-2, 9.7 to 8.4. So Great job by the BEL'VETH. I love seeing it. Here was shadowing, but you see the difference between this and a gold level jungler? Ah, I spoke too soon. Unlucky. Unlucky. I thought, hey, there we go, and we can drift behind, but it tries to cut up a little bit, and now is telegraphing where she's going. I mean, we know where she is going, right? There you go. We know where she is going, obviously, but you still want to be hidden. Now, in this case, you're watching this, you see this, you know she's crossing, you know this camp is respawned. For the reminder for those who don't know, if you go red Raptors, red Krugs, Raptors, Wolves, you're going to have this at around 420. This is around 435 to 445. This should hit you at around 455 to 510. Bigger range because of how quickly people do the red side into the Wolf camp, pilot, skill issue, etc. So we know from the Viego's point of view that because she spent the time invading and killing me, that's going to be the case, and I love these wards. But do we need them? Do we need the wards to know the Viego's on the top side? If your response is yes, you gotta work on your tracking, right? Which is why I've launched the Jungle Club, bundle for all my coaching courses and so on from 25 euros, all in one place. Gotta get some high elo junglers, do some talks just like this stuff from their POV, live games, etc. Because you should not be surprised that this guy's doing this. Now, the big question mark for us is, where's Poppy? Is she dead? Is she rotating? Is she in the game? Is something we have to worry about? In this case, yes, she leaves top lane, she's coming, but we have 6 on the Shen, level 4 on the Poppy, because of the Viego's own idiocy, to be honest with you. And that's a big ult to burn, though. It's a big ult to burn for nothing, and I do think if we look at the Shen straight up being honest with each other here, he probably should not have burnt that ultimate. It's too huge to use in this snowballing scenario, right? But again, I like the aggression from the BEL'VETH. Yeah, we got a first blood assist, but we full clear up. The Viego doesn't int, we get something. Cool. That's fine. Like, that doesn't win you games. What wins us the game is coming out of base, you're seeing the guy gank mid lane, invading him and killing him in Grump, crossing mid lane, knowing that because he just did his Wolves Blue Grump together as I killed him on it, that he's going to have to go to the top side. So instead of doing my blue side, I cut in front, get in his face, shove him off, irritate him, no jungle for you, sir. Pay attention to the rotations, obviously. And then we translate that to another gank first. We always have to time the Vladimir ultimate and obviously Sanguine Pool. So if you're looking at this now and saying, wow, that was smooth, man. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Guy's got Sanguine Pool up, right? So we're looking at a 21-second CDR. We're watching this. While we do Crab, we're watching this, right? No need to be watching Crab. I know we all love them. Boom, pool, burned, coming into the lane. I know. I have seen people, and this is not a joke, so fixated on themselves like this, that they don't even see if the pool was burned, even though they were right next to it. They were proximal to the event of a lifetime. And they just were like, nah, I didn't see the blood pool. Sorry, man. And then they don't make this commitment. Q, get the W, auto attack. Q again, get the E suck. Good night. That was tough. No, it wasn't. It's knowing your champion limits and also knowing exactly how you gotta play champion. This is all with Noon Quiver, by the way. And now we know the Viego, in this particular case, has a bit of a coin flip moment because he can go to his red and he gives it away, obviously. For him, this is good. Giving it away is fine. We're behind, we're losing, we're inting, it's tragic. Gotta hold the wave. Not close to level 6 yet. We have bot prior, let's go ahead and quickly snack this dragon up. No kill to be had. Viego's gonna rotate. Let's have a look. That's why that ward is so good, so we definitely get a little low, because I will say, as much as I do like this call in general, there is inherent risk if your bot lane doesn't come. There is inherent risk if your bot lane does and the Vladimir TP's in. So, as much as I like the call, you do see where there is risk, right? And that's always dependent on the game. But as I was going to say, I like the fact we're close to 6. We know if we get it, we get 6. But I know the Viego's going to be doing his red because he shows and he holds. So I need to rinse this and kill it. Now, the downside is we had 1,500 in pocket, 1,600 in pocket, and the whole enemy team decides, let's go take a cheeky look. Now, would it have been better if the bottom lane stayed bottom lane and didn't showcase? Maybe. But at the same time, this is the game. He will allow it to move. Sorry, Vlad didn't have TP. He died and came back to lane, but you know what I mean. We go back in here. We get the smite. We get the kill. Nice. Victor shows up out of lane. He does have TP, but it's not up. We'll take the soul to elongate and stretch our true form of greatness. Yeah. Yeah, loaded moments, but I like these moments. Because eventually you have to play the game. You can talk until the cows come home about, there's a little bit of risk because the Vlad's coming down and, the bottom lane could... Like, you can talk about those things all you want. But the Viego's 5 has to hold the wave and has to come and contest. We're going to get true form. We cannot smite him. It's pretty damn easy. If the whole team shows up and we don't want to take the fight, you disengage and leave. That's what you want to do here, right? Which we tried to do, and the bottom lane did a good job as well. The enemy team overchased us. Victor came out of base and reacted to it, and we turned it. Beautiful. It's exactly what you want to do. And now, well, that's a little tragic. Oh. But we were gonna get there. Well, that's sad. But I think most of you who watch this, if you are not high elo and you're in silver, gold, platinum, or whatever, you're pretty used to the top lane just randomly rotating down and contesting a herald even though they shouldn't, right? Like we're used to that. But look at this. We've Kraken already. You see, the item is still very, very good, right? Easy kill. Chase, 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 chase. True form is beautiful. And, you know, we'll take this wave as well. Shen obviously has his ultimate available again. No TP, obviously. Ignite Flash. This is the lesson. And you see it. But it's important that every single jungler has this lesson. And I'm very happy to see the Viego go, yeah, no. But I'm very unhappy to see that he didn't think twice about doing something different. Like, he sees this, right? He knows Tarek's in the vicinity. Now, he finishes the wolf camp here. You know, Tarek's roving. Tarek was up by the Herald. So, can I go and compete and kill the BEL'VETH with the Tarek right now, knowing Shen has ult again? Or should I try and do something else? Maybe I can gank the Victor again. Can we kill the Victor? Or can I just go do some counter jungling and dive the Sivir? Can I do something somewhere else? So I'm a little, you know, perplexed as, like, you're defending your Raptor camp here. And I know you may be thinking, okay, maybe Tarek went back to base. Yeah. But, you know, I feel like we could have done something else. Even if it's just getting farm, right? Even if it's just getting farm. Now, the Shen obviously TPs to the bottom lane here. We burn the flash again. We do miss a W. All the Qs ain't gonna do much except kill the motherfucker. Apparently, there we go. Again, knowing your damage. Oof, the flash W doesn't go through, but we can do the E-Suck again. That doesn't really do anything, but we fully stack Conqueror with a Kraken Slayer. Get the passive. Boom! Heals plus damage. Now we're gonna chase down the Janna, who's probably just gonna try and tornado people. We have this Tarek stun, which obviously misses, though. We get ulted, no particles, but we did get ulted. Oof, that was wild. So again, Viego, nicely done to go ahead and get out and obviously get that kill under the turret there. I thought once he missed a W, maybe he wouldn't go for it, but right, there you go. That's why we're not Challenger Viego mains. And he is. And also he is building this, so. Good. Just not the Vine, please. I like these too. I like these moves too. Especially with a support like Tarek, but I really like, even if the wave isn't shoved up, if they start forcing a trade just to go in here and full commit, you're seeing this. There's no sequencing. There's no relaxation. It's straight up, let's go. And we see the pull from the Viego here is going to go back in and try and defend this. Uh-oh. Would you have defended that? Be honest. Would you have defended this turret? And do you think you should have? Tarek has the Herald, and BEL'VETH was just showing, you know, that she wanted to rotate back around because she didn't walk through this. She didn't walk through this. So where did she go? Probably here. And she's been exerting pressure all game. So you probably just have to give it up. Absorb some experience and get out is your best bet. But as soon as you're going to do this, and you know BEL'VETH could be here, you gotta be wary of the 3v1. So Janna goes top lane. Tries to do some stuff here. Level 9 Shen, guy's pretty fed. We're gonna go ahead and take the red side camps here. Viego should now, in theory, just go straight to the top side. Yeah, there is a dragon spawning. Oh dear. I like this from the BEL'VETH though. You see, this is what makes BEL'VETH so damn good, is when you have such a snowball predatorial instinct. And Demex, when we covered him, he's busy with work at the moment, but when we covered him last year. Anyway, so as I was saying, all melees hate Ashe. And then can we all agree on that? We just all absolutely despise Ashe. Yeah, okay, good. This is still in theory the right play. I mean, if you're Rengar here, she dies. If you have ult, she dies. We know this. So, yeah, okay. Barring that unfortunate death, the concept of, hey, can I stay out and stretch my gold lead by killing the ADC? You know, we're all gonna do it. I don't think there's many predatorial snowballing junglers who aren't gonna try and do what BEL'VETH did. But no, we had a lot of cash money gold. So, Strike Breaker is the way to play. Giga slows, Giga attack speed, and you know, I'm curious to see what changes are going to come through, because obviously we do have the Triforce as well. We also have the Shen ult coming through here into the Sivir. Viego's going to reposition into the Taunt. Wow. He flashed, but the Taunt was still going through. Taric shows up. The stun is dodged. We're going to stun the Shen not under turret range, apparently. Like, that was, what, 1 pixel wide? Nicely done. Well, a little bit more. Victor and BEL'VETH are doing this. Poppy's pushing top lane. We got this turret, which is great. That's the main point of that. Herald, push this up. Take some shit. Kill them again. Push it up again. I've done it. You've done it. We've all done it. But Ashe. Now, the benefit here is we are absolutely huge, and we see a 3v3 in the mid lane. Shen overcommits. We'll go back in here for a beautiful double W. Now the Viego's going to show up as well, so we have to reposition. We do have true form. We want to wait for our W's. Taric's going to ult in. No fear shown from this gem man. Uncut gems for sure, definitely. There we go. In for the Sucky Sucky. Get the healing from the passive. Oof. Wild. But BEL'VETH, when you go in and out like that, you play off of your team like that, and you just get that one reset, things change. Look at these corals. All for you if you want. Don't really want to go back for them. Take some more camps. Love it. I love it. It's just so aggressive. If you play Xin Xiao, you want to play like this as well. Seriously. Like, this is the kind of stuff. Kindred. This is the kind of stuff that gets you game wins at 20. People always say, well, how do I get game wins at 20? Well, look at the Viego, man. And it's not even because, like, he makes one mistake. And you cannot tell me, in gold, in platinum, in diamond, in silver, that the junglers don't make these mistakes. Because they do. They really, really do. It's you who has to be able to Thanos fist those mistakes. Look at this. The guy just lost his whole quadrant. Now he's like, well, I don't know what, he doesn't know what to do. And in this particular case, if you're the Viego in a high elo game, you just gotta take whatever you can safely, ward deep, and just don't die unnecessarily, and hopefully they tilt into you in some capacity, but, or you get one fight with giga resets, you know, but you shouldn't let the game get to the state at all, really. Again, out of base, we don't deal with our camps, into the Scuttle, into the Herald. Out of base, maybe we take a red, maybe we take one camp, then we do the Dragon, rotate to the fist fight, shove the turret, take all of the shit, reset. Out of base again, grab into the Herald. It's just a lifestyle view of how to be an oppressive snowballing jungler. And yes, with it comes risk. Well, you know, if you don't have smite, you don't have smite. You can't be outsmited if you don't have smite, right? People emotes. Flash W again. There we go, there we go. Let's get the passive going. Janna has ult. Unfortunate. Shadow. Ashe. Woof. That was nice and that was smooth. That was really, really smooth. I like that. Okay, let's unpack it again. There you go. See, that's what the Viego's looking for, but unfortunately he has an assessment problem, a risk assessment problem apparently. He thinks turrets don't exist or do exist. I'm confused because the top lane turret level 3 he thought didn't exist, and this turret he thought did exist, even though it didn't. He's got it backwards because, I mean, we know Shen is ult, we know Shen's just gonna ult back in here, and yeah, that's the kind of thing you're looking for, right? Oh look, they're pushing the turret, can I get the reset before it's taken? No, you could not, never. You're too far behind for that. And now we're gonna lose more camps because we have the wolf timer. This is absolutely exactly what you're looking for. Objective, rotation, use lead in PvP moment, clutch it, fudge it, take the camps, reset, out to the roll, boom, boom, okay? And then you end up having more fisting and more fighting, and you push more turrets, and then you take it on cooldown, away from them. Grump as well, that's why the good sequencing is good. Wolf, Grump, Blue, not Wolf, Blue, Grump, because the Wolf spawn, then the Grump spawn, we can take both and bounce. Viego shows up again like, where are my camps? And you say, you're down 3 levels, boy. Ashe? Well, you know. Don't do that, obviously. Hubris and such things, but yeah. That's okay. We can have fun too. Yeah. 1700 damage extra bonus on the Kraken Slayer. Viego's now 066. I'm sure he feels very proud of himself. But yeah, you've got to take the mistakes from the enemy jungler and do this. This is it. Like, if you're playing BEL'VETH too passively, use this game as a reignition of your aggression. Because too many BEL'VETHs in this moment, and I agree. Look, she is getting changes. She does need a bit of a shift in some capacity to aid her a small bit. But these are high elo BEL'VETH players who all have their own particular way of building, their own particular item field that they like. Okay. Some people are having great success with your Kraken, your Blade, and your Wit's End, and then going Jack Showforth or whatever. Some people absolutely hate it because it's pointless. Damage feels shitty at 4 items. Tankiness doesn't feel really enough. So what else can we do? Boom. Go for Strikebreaker. Attack speed, HP, bit of resistance, a bit of tankiness through the HP. You obviously have the movement speed passive, which allows you to do exactly what we're seeing here with this movement. It's absolutely insane. What are we at now? 419. Obviously, we have the Moss Stumper for added tankiness as well. Viego just can do nothing. And you're asking, what should I do as Viego in this case? It's not about what you do now as Viego. It's what you did in the early game, right? I like the idea of Rek'Sai Quadrant into a top lane gang to take it away from the BEL'VETH. Once you get the flash and you chuck the Shen, you can leave, right? You have to. And that is the downside if you don't get the kill. You don't get the kill and don't get the gank off, and now you have to leave. You can't hang around for the BEL'VETH. She'll just out-temper you with farm. She'll be level 4, free scuttle. You have to pay attention to those things. Absolutely crazy. And the BEL'VETH did the perfect tracking, perfect invading. Shut him down. Poppy is top lane with the Shen, does have TP, but I don't think it's going to matter much. This is exactly what you're looking to do with League, right? Especially against, say, a Vlad, or whatever scaling comp you might have. Sometimes there's really giga scaling comps. You take this inhib here, you take this inhib here, but you don't quite have the lead that this BEL'VETH has. And then they're able to farm the waves a little bit. You're not quite able to end. They end up normalizing the gold lead, and then a 5k gold deficit is really normalized, equal gold, and then they outscale you. If you want to prevent that, this is what you do. And that's why showing you here that the 2 items of your Kraken Slayer Rush, New Quiver helps with farming, rotations, damage to those monsters. It's still really, really good, a bit more affordable for your first item. Then you go into your Mythic here with the Strikebreaker, and you're seeing with the active here as well, although I'm going to be honest with you, I'm trying to sell the item. It doesn't really matter what you went second in this particular case. But because you have such... you see, you would have died if you didn't have Strikebreaker. There you go. Perfect. I'm being facetious, but that is literally it, right? When you have such a big lead that you can kill anyone, that extra bit of HP means they can definitely not kill you. Because they can do nothing about it. So we're looking at here overall 647 bonus damage to champions, but we have the slow, which enables us to stick to them, which is pretty good against things like Ashe and a bit of movement speed from that whole team comp. So that's actually kind of nice in this particular case. Gives you some extra damage as well. But, you know, it's not the most sexy at all, but, you know, Rek'Sai has fun with it as well for the same reasons. And then, of course, Kraken Slayer 2.555. I leave all the match history links on this channel in the description. Hopefully you can see that most likely the reason why you can't succeed in BEL'VETH is you are just too passive. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully see you in the bootcamp or the Virkayu club, and of course, in the next video.